like a hotel room, please, with an extra large bed, a TV, and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key. Credit card? You got it.
Number 10. Tickle Me Elmo. While there are new Elmo dolls being produced on a yearly basis, none of them will ever stack up to the hysteria surrounding the Tickle Me Elmo craze of 1996.
When your child tickles him, he talks, laughs, and his whole body shakes.
The ticklish and talking doll was the most in-demand toy during that year's holiday season. So much so that it caused a feeding frenzy among desperate parents.
48 of the bug-eyed beasts were put on sale at a local Walmart, and one of the clerks was sent to hospital after being trampled in the frenzy.
This excessive example of supply and demand is nothing new, of course, but the level at which consumers were determined to acquire a Tickle Me Elmo doll was unprecedented. Today, re-releases and repackaged Elmos can surely be found, but it's safe to say that the hype for the OG version of this doll is behind us. Number 9. Talking Baby Alive. The origins of Kenner's Baby Alive dolls date all the way back to the early 1970s.
You can pretend Baby Alive eats and drinks when you move the lever and back.
Good girl, bottle's all gone. Oh, my baby needs a clean diaper.
However, there was one upgrade released during the 90s that barely got out of the starting gate before being recalled. This, of course, was the Talking Baby Alive doll.
Yum, that's good. I'm so hungry, Mommy.
Unearthed in 1992, it featured all of the excitement that comes with feeding a toddler and having it go potty.
He shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere!
Okay, so exciting might not be the best word to use. Unfortunately, the doll had parents and children slightly disturbed by its deep adult-like voice.
My baby's talking. I love you, Mommy.
It also featured quite the noisy operation, which ultimately led Kenner to give it the boot. Number 8. Nano Baby. We're willing to bet that you've heard of Tamagotchi and Gigapets.
But isn't Tamagotchi her new favorite pet?
Yes.
So what's that make me, fish sticks?
But what about nano babies? The idea was certainly similar. A small, egg-sized virtual toy that needed some real care and attention in order to keep it alive. The average nano baby needed to be fed, changed, loved, and cared for until it turned into a toddler. Then it would, for reasons of which we're not quite sure, sprout wings and fly away.
And this little piggy went, oh, look, Marge! Maggie lost her baby leg!
Needless to say, the popularity of the nano baby wasn't quite on par with its more famous cousins, causing it to quickly fall by the wayside. Number 7. Skip It. While variations of the Skip It do still exist, they're not exactly how you remember them from back in the day. The OG Skip It was actually first developed back in the late 80s. But the Skip It Renaissance, as it was called, didn't occur until its relaunch in the 90s.
Electronic skip it.
Skip it to the sound. Faster, faster, coming round.
Here, a counter was added to help kids keep track of their skips as they leapt over a ball that was attached to their ankle. It proved extremely popular, to the point where Hasbro kept the line going after they absorbed Tiger Electronics.
Skip it, sounds like fun. Faster, faster, everyone.
However, the Skip It adjacent products that exist today have received multiple facelifts since their old school heyday. Number 6. Dream Phone. 90s nostalgia is a big deal to many people, and Dream Phone is definitely a throwback to a more innocent time.
Who's got a crush on you? Hello, hunks.
This was a board game where the object was to find out the identity of your secret admirer. The game's telephone offered recorded clues, and players had to figure out who likes them before anyone else.
I don't see anybody without pants. Is this Trevor?
Close. I'm Trevor's dad, Rich.
It was so popular that it actually made a brief comeback and was available on Amazon in 2019. However, a search of the site at the time of this recording came up empty, leaving us disappointed that we'll never know who our secret admirer is.
It's Dan! Dan, my man!
You're right. I really like you.
Yes!
Number 5. Talk Boy and Talk Girl. It isn't often that a movie prop gets licensed for a crossover toy line, but that's exactly what happened when Tiger Electronics developed the talk boy for use in the movie Home Alone 2: Lost in New York.
Now you can be as clever as Kevin with Tiger's new Talk Boy tape recorder.
Hey, stop drooling on me. Hey, stop drooling on me.
You may remember Kevin McAllister using the talk boy device to alter the sound of his voice at various points during the film. But surprisingly, the initial retail version didn't include this feature.
Like a hotel room, please, with an extra large bed, a TV, and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key.
Thankfully, Tiger Electronics quickly got with the program and made the addition. This led to the Talk Boy being one of the hottest toys of the 1993 holiday shopping season.
Hi, kids, we're home early.
Hi, kids, we're home early.
There was even a pink version dubbed the Talk Girl that debuted in 1995. The design would continue to get upgraded until the patent was finally abandoned in 1999. Number 4. Sky Dancers. You'd be forgiven for not remembering that these cute little toys actually had a tie-in cartoon show that ran for one season back in 1996. The Sky Dancers were winged dolls that flew in the air after they were placed into a pedestal and a long pull string was tugged.
Wow, they really fly!
The effect was fairly impressive for the time, although some parents complained that the wings would occasionally fly off with intense force. This reportedly resulted in over 100 injuries, and even temporary blindness in some kids. Needless to say, this prompted toy maker Galoob to recall the Sky Dancers from retail.
You put that thing away. Now put it down before you poke somebody's eye out.
Number 3. Dear Diary.
You read my diary? That is not okay. A diary is like a person's most private place. You don't even know what I was writing about.
If it seems like we've spotlighted a lot of Tiger Electronics toys, it's because we have. And we're not stopping just yet. Dear Diary was an electronic planner / diary / time waster. Admittedly, it was ahead of its time, serving as a sort of proto-Palm Pilot for the preteen gang. Kids could see their horoscopes, create lists, do simple math, and yes, keep diary entries on this small portable device.
If she wasn't born with boys on the brain, she'd keep her shopping lists, bank accounts, even her homework assignments. Of course, she did figure out her horoscope.
Dear Diary was also password protected, which almost certainly helped in households with multiple children.
It's locked. Only my secret code unlocks it.
We absolutely salute this toy's forward-thinking contributions to secret-keeping everywhere. Number 2. Snack Time Cabbage Patch Dolls. The history of the Cabbage Patch Dolls dates all the way back to the late 70s. However, the controversy behind our penultimate pick lands us straight in the mid-90s, a bit after Cabbage Patch hysteria. During this time, the dolls were being expanded upon with fresh new ideas. This was all in the attempt to remain competitive. The Snack Time Cabbage Patch doll tried to achieve this via a mechanism that enabled the doll to consume fake plastic food.
She's my Cabbage Patch Snack Time kid. She really loves to snack. Wow!
However, many children were apparently getting their hair and fingers caught in the doll's metal rollers.
The face was so tight against the top of her head, pushed down like this, there was no way I could cut the hair.
We're pretty sure the kids weren't meant to be the snack.
I heard she has tentacles and eats children for lunch.
Number 1. Steve Urkel doll. Is there any doll line that screams I love the 90s more than a Steve Urkel doll? Well, perhaps one of those Spice Girls dolls, but we digress. We hope that actor Jaleel White got a kick out of being immortalized in doll form because this Urkel doll is admittedly kinda cute. It also does all the things you would expect an Urkel doll to do, including spouting off catchphrases like, "Did I do that?" and "Got any cheese?"
He's got my looks, my laugh, my voice, and all. Can I do that?
Needless to say, you're not going to find these dolls on the shelves of any toy store these days. Perhaps your local thrift or antique shop might have a little Steve Urkel waiting for you, though.
Now, if you want to do the Steve Urkel dance, all you have to do is hitch up your pants, bend your knees, and stick out your pelvis. I'm telling you, baby, it's better than Elvis.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.